Hi everyone, and welcome to the Fast Fiction Factory, where we take random prompts and we try to make a 300-word piece of creative writing out of it. Now, part of the creative challenge here is that you don't get to choose the prompt. I don't get to choose the prompt either. I'm part of a creating writing group that meets once a month where we do this exact same exercise. At the end of each meeting, somebody in the group will come up with a prompt, and we have to write 300 words on that prompt and present it at the end of the month. Now, you can choose any genre you like. I tend to always write fiction. Some people write historical pieces or biographical, autobiographical, fantasy, romance. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you want it to be, it can be. But the challenge is using somebody else's prompt, not giving up on that prompt, and also trying to keep it as close as you can to 300 words. And that's it. It's really, really simple, really. Once a month, I'm going to be posting my own efforts, including the first one here today from the first prompt. And once every couple of weeks, if you'd like to send me your efforts, I'll see if I can actually record your stories here on this channel as well. To do that, you just need to send an email to the information in the contact page here on YouTube, and make sure you put the words Fast Fiction Factory in the subject line, otherwise it will get filtered out. With that being said, that's all there really is to it. I'm really, really looking forward to reading some of your stories, and I'm hoping you enjoy mine. If not, well, so what? This is all an exercise, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to read out mine, and down below I'll paste the full text of my story, as well as the prompt that was used. And that's the prompt that you'll have to use if you want your story featured on this channel. Each month there'll be a brand new prompt, but you must use that prompt. And that's a big part of why it's a creative challenge instead of just a creative exercise. So I'll go and grab my story now, and I'll be right back and I'll read that out. Okay, and here's my story. The prompt for this month was "Never underestimate old men sitting on park benches." And I wrote a story called Trench Coat Burlesque. Here it is. Hyde Park, Central Park, Gorky Park. Picnics and weddings and football and chess and muggers and lovers and sunshine and storms. Used syringes lying side by side with broken remnants of red foil balloons, marking a spot where a little Susan celebrated her 4th, and an older Susan breathed her last, her mind racing away on an opiate horse. Catholic nuns carrying iceboxes and food baskets, waiting for their time in gazebos, while strippers finish their meetings about trying to unionise, and unsympathetic pimps whisper the benefits of being a free agent. The grand gestures and the petty acts. Jane meets a man. Jane falls in love. Jane gets married. Jane makes a mistake. Run, Jane, run. Peace signs and swastikas carved into the same tree by generations of people fooled into believing they want different things. Yoga mats and broken glass, cupcakes and vodka, ice cream vendors, birthday clowns and drug dealers, all dancing to the same beat. Ask anybody in a trench coat and they'll tell you about that dance. They're out here on the benches. They're feeding the ducks while they watch the show. They've seen all the Susans and they've seen all the Janes. They've heard all the questions and they've seen all the answers. They've seen the missteps and the smooth moves, the broken rhythms and the backflips. They've heard the music from beginning to end and know every move that can be moved. They've been watching the dance from the inside and stripped it down to the basics. Stripped us down to the bone. They've danced this dance before and they know what the dance is called. People passing might use another name, but they haven't seen the whole dance. The men on the benches have, and they know what it is. It's the Trench Coat Burlesque. And there it is. That is my story. I will put this away and I will be right back. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Remember, if you'd like to take part and send in your stories, there is an email in the contact page. And don't forget to put the Fast Fiction Factory in the subject line, otherwise it will get filtered out. Now, if you get stuck using the prompt, again, the prompt will be listed down below along with the text of the entire story. Sometimes I get stuck as well, and what I do then is come up with a random sentence, and usually that will spark enough of a creative flow to be able to finish the story. So just start with a random sentence, have the prompt in your head, and see what happens. But don't give up on the prompt. If you don't use the prompt, you won't be able to send a story in. You must use the prompt if you want to send a story in and have it read here on the channel. The prompt was, what was it again? It was never underestimate old men sitting on park benches, and I wrote Trench Coat Burlesque. So 300 words, I think that one was 305, so don't be too strict on yourself, but don't write 400 basically. But feel free to write less. Feel free to write 50 words or 80 words. That's absolutely fine. And once again, thank you for joining me here on the Fast Fiction Factory, and I will see you hopefully in a couple of weeks. Thank you.